The worst thing you can do in trading. That's a good question. Trading without a stop loss? No, I don't think that is it. I know a lot of traders that make money trading without a stop loss. If you have a large account, small lot size or grid, etc. I can see the logic in that. You know what? Predicting the market. Trying to predict the market is something that you shouldn't do. Now, let me explain, because this is going to be controversial, right? Because 99% of the strategies out there involve some kind of marking up a level or some kind of candlestick pattern where the logic is, when price gets to this zone or this level, I will sell, okay? And let me explain to you why that doesn't necessarily work. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just saying it's very difficult to make that money, right? Let me explain to you here, right? On my charts, I've got Mogwai reversal strategy, okay? So as you can see, I have a, Mogwai reversal strategy. We have an uptrend. If I just hide this here for a sec, again, I just bring up my charts here. We can see we are in an uptrend, a high, a pullback, okay? Price kind of does like this all the way, okay? See that? So higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now this is an uptrend, okay? Now with this uptrend, there literally will be people selling and buying. Now I used to be one of those traders, and I'm sure you might be one too, where I used to sell here. Well, it's been in an uptrend for quite a while now. I'm going to sell, and what you end up doing is selling, and then you're going to draw down. You think, I'll take another sell, I'll take another sell, and then eventually you either blow the account or, you close it off at like 5 pip profit, okay? Now, why don't you actually reverse that logic, right? And go, okay, why don't I just buy it? Let's find the best place to buy, and I'll buy with it, okay? And this is why sometimes when you see, let's say, for example, if I just mark up, give me a sec here. I'm just going to mark up a random box, right? I'm going to put this down here. And let me just mark up a box here, right? Now, the worst thing, or I say the worst thing, the problem with like marking up an area like this and say, well, when price taps into this level or price comes down to this level, I will buy the market. The problem is with that is that when price comes down to this level, it is a downtrend. So why wouldn't you sell into that level? If your method is, well, I'm going to mark up this zone. When price gets to this zone, I will buy or sell from it. Why don't you just buy to the zone? Because it's with the trend once it goes to that zone. When price is coming down to this zone here, right? Theoretically, you have a greater probability of winning a sell here than you are a buy, because it's a downtrend, okay? So as price comes down, everybody's selling. For you to make money from a buy here is a big ask. A big ask, because you're asking all the sellers to stop selling this downtrend, and then you're asking all the buyers to have more money than the sellers to buy here, right? It's a big ask. So would it not make sense from a probability point of view just to sell with the trend, okay? So as you can see here, if I just go back to the Mogwai reversal strategy, right, we have a buy with the trend, okay? So it makes sense to buy with the trend. Now, all this is doing is trading what we see on the charts. It's not predicting the market. It is literally trading with the market. We're not marking up levels and going, well, when price gets this level, we'll sell. Well, why don't you buy to the level? Because it's an uptrend at the minute. To give you an example, right? I'll show you exactly what I mean, because this is a good example here. You see how we had an uptrend and we had a big sell-off. Right? Can you see that there? Now, if I just get rid of this binary destroyer here, right? And I'll get rid of that. And I'll go to the 1 hour charts, right? And watch this, okay? Watch this. And this is, I'm not saying support and resistance, supply and demand doesn't work, because it works very well. I've made a lot of money trading support and resistance. But this is how, and so many traders, I had a one-on-one webinar last night with the BD members, and BD members loved it. Good webinar, right? this is the problem, right? If I just mark up a level just there, right? And obviously we've got a level just there at the top as well. I'm going to get rid of that level. And we have a level just there, right? Now, obviously, if you have an idea, okay, there is a level there, right? So when price comes up to here, I'm going to sell. Okay, but why wouldn't you buy to that level? Because this here is an uptrend. Okay, now on this occasion, you won. Nice little double top pattern or bounce off a resistance or bounce off an institutional, whatever you want to call this purple rectangle, right? Purple rectangle box, okay? So on this occasion, you won from this purple rectangle box, okay? Now I'm going to mark up this one at the bottom just there, okay? Now, you see the problem is with this, is price came down and straight through it. So trying to buy from this occasion would be stupid, okay? So as you can see here, this one wouldn't work, okay? Now, most people then go down to lower time frames and look for change of characters and etc., right? But just think about it. If you're marking up these levels, would it not make sense to sell down? Because this is a downtrend, okay? So what we want to then do, okay, and this is going to get a bit confusing, and I don't want to overcomplicate the beginners, okay? If I just mark it up like this here, right? This here is a really good place to sell, right? Now, you're now thinking, well, why am I selling from this rectangle box, but then here would have been a bad buy from this rectangle box? It's all about marking up the lows and highs. So if we just look at this currency pair in a raw basic form, right? We're not predicting it. We're analyzing what we see. We trade what we see, okay? So we have a double top pattern, okay? In fact, let me just see if I can do this. I'm going to see if I can do this. Watch this, okay? Watch this. I will do a replay on this, yeah? You ready? Okay, so at the minute now, on the 1 hour charts, price is an uptrend. Okay, so buy, not sell, buy. Okay, uptrend, higher high, pullback, higher low, higher high, right? Higher low. Where do you buy? Oh, look, area of resistance just there. See that? So this is where you'd buy, break and retouch. This is a buy with the trend. It's not a sell. It's not trying to predict the market. It's trading what we see, right? It's simple, isn't it, when you actually analyze it? But like I've been saying recently, it's confidence. It's being confident on the charts in a simple method that you can understand and you can repeat and you can execute trades day in, day out, regardless of how you feel, frustrated, upset, tired, whatever. You understand exactly everything. So going back to here, right? So obviously higher high, okay? You buy from here, break and retouch. See that? Why there? Because higher high is with the trend. Then price comes up, okay? Price comes down. See here? Again, break and retouch to this level. See that? Just there. See that nice little break and retouch? So same again, this is still an uptrend. You are not selling at the minute. Selling from this area of resistance just there would be stupid. Okay, that's where you're going to start to get, stopped out. You would wait and you'd buy here with the trend. Why there? Because same again, you've got higher highs. Yeah? See this? Now, let's press play on this simulator, okay? Or this back test, whatever you call it. Okay, so as price comes up, okay? Obviously, we would have bought here, right? We will make money as price comes up, okay? And we target the top of the zone, which is there. To give you an example, if I was to just imaginary take a trade here, I mean, obviously, to be truthfully honest with you, you wouldn't take the trade off the 1 hour time frame. You'd go down to the 15-minute time frame because we're looking at the 1 hour. But just to give you an example here, you would have got some nice pips out of that trade, okay? Now, as price comes up, we have a double top pattern, okay? So is this an uptrend? No, it's not an uptrend. Why is it not an uptrend? Because it's not creating higher highs and higher lows. You see what I'm doing? Right? Obviously, if this was an uptrend, it would be doing like this here, okay? Now, does this mean sell from this level? No, because to have a sell, we'd need a downtrend, which would be lower low and lower highs. Okay? This is I can't stress enough how many people do not learn this. And whatever they learn after this, they're just confused. I don't know. Help me, Jamie. I'm struggling. It's just, now you see how price has created that lower low. Just there, right? Why is that a lower low? Because it's lower than that one, right? Now, does this mean sell? No, it doesn't. Okay, because is this a downtrend? No, because we need a lower high. We need a lower high, then a lower low, then a lower high, and a lower low. Yeah? Okay? So let's see what happens here. What I normally do is mark up previous areas of structure, like this there. Okay? So as you can see here, price will come up to this level, bang, and there would be a little sell just there from that level. Okay? Just there. What you do is, like I said 2 seconds ago, is you wouldn't take a trade off the 1 hour chart. You go to the 15-minute chart, right? Or let's just look at the 1 minute chart, okay? We haven't actually got anything yet. But what we would do off the 1 hour chart, right, is you see this level here, we then now trade with the trend, okay? So obviously price comes down, price pulls back, price comes down, price pulls back, price comes down, price pulls back, price comes down. Okay? So we trade what we see, not what we are predicting or what we try and think that's going to happen. We literally trade what we see. Okay? And that's, I tell you right now, that's a skill that so many people struggle with because they don't actually see. What people tend to do, and it's psychological, they tend to mark up boxes or areas of support and resistance or whatever levels you want to call them. And then they have this belief that when price comes to it, that price will bounce off it. Okay, yeah, that might work. And I'm not saying it doesn't. Like I said, I've traded support and resistance. But it's about identifying which way the market is heading. Okay? If you have an area just here, right? And you go, well, when price gets this level, I'll sell. Well, why don't you buy into this level? Because that would be an uptrend to the level. When price comes to the level, we don't sell, we wait. We wait for a change of character. Then price comes down, it does here. This would be a sell now because we're now selling with the trend, right? And there'll be some kind of support line here and vice versa. We sell into the support line, okay? That's the best thing you can do. So when we look at this setup here, let me just get rid of this here. I'm going to load up my binary destroyer. Okay, and we look at this setup here. Now, why did I take this setup earlier? I took this setup earlier with the BD members, literally 8 o'clock, London Open. Why did I take this? Okay, so let's look at it and analyze it. Okay, so let's just hypothetically imagine there is, to keep you lot happy, there is a support line just there. Okay, now would I sell from this support line? Only if it's with the trend. Right? So price, hold on, the camera's in the way, so I'm going to have to do it like this here. So as price comes up, creates a higher high. Price comes down. Would we buy from here? Well, where's the previous low? Previous low is there. Okay? Is this, and I mark up the previous high, is this now an uptrend? Yes, it is. Okay? This is with the trend. It's not sell, right? Because there's an area of resistance just there. Because a lot of people are like, oh, look, there's a resistance. Let's sell. No. Try and rewire your brain. Okay? And believe it or not, this is so true. And you wouldn't believe this, right? There was a guy trading. I can't remember. It was on a film on YouTube. This guy was trading. And he was frustrated because price was in an uptrend. And he was selling. He was selling. He was selling. He was selling. And his wife came along and she's like, why are you selling? Price is an uptrend. And he's like, how is it an uptrend? And she goes, well, look, it's from here and it's going to this top of the screen. That's clearly an uptrend. So why are you not buying it? Oh, because of this resistance or because of this or because of that. But it's going up, Jamie. Why are you not buying? Think about that. Yeah, I'll buy. Okay, you're more likely to make money trading with the trend, and obviously price comes up. and then price comes down and price, etc. Okay, so what you want to do, if you're marking up areas of support and resistance, supply and demand levels or structure, and your method is, right, okay, when price comes to this level, I'm going to buy or I'm going to sell from it. Well, okay, if price is going to come down to this level, why don't you sell to the level? Because that would be a downtrend to the level, right? Then when price gets to that level, don't do anything. Just sit and wait, because that's when you'll get manipulation, right? That's most of the time when you'll get some kind of level like this here, okay? Where price comes in, I'll buy it from here, and then, ups, down, you get manipulated, blah, blah, blah. Is wait. Wait for the higher highs and higher lows. Wait for the confirmation. Sometimes it's best to sit on your hand, be patient, let the market play its hand, and then we play our hand, okay? As you can see here, right? Let's just zoom out and we'll look at this particular example here, right? If I zoom out now, okay, we have uptrend, downtrend, okay? Now, it doesn't matter where you buy this uptrend. You could buy it here in the most worst possible place. You could buy it here, which would be a good place. You could buy it here, right in the middle. Doesn't matter. If it's with the trend, you're going to win the trade, right? As you can see here, every single trade won. It's the same with sells, right? If you sell here, right, or you sell here, or you sell all here, like literally at the worst place you can sell just there, you're still in the trade, still making money, because this is with the trend, okay? So just recapping is that never really want to buy and sell from levels, okay? Always try and wait for some kind of support and resistance. When I trade, I haven't got up my charts, when I trade the normal Mogwai strategy, this is why I excel way better than everybody else. Because if I just, give me a sec here. Okay, right, so basically what I've got here is the Mogwai arrows, because when I used to trade the Mogwai strategy, I used to trade support and resistance. I still do, to be fair, I still trade Mogwai strategy, but I don't want you to get confused with obviously support and resistance and not buying and selling it from. What I'm trying to say is I've got an area of support there, right? And as you can see, I have some Mogwai signals that win, okay? Now, this is with the trend. Even though it's at an area of support, okay, we would still buy here because this is with the trend. So as you can see, price comes up, creates a high, pulls back, creates a low, creates a higher high, creates a higher low, creates a higher high. So this support line is with the trend, okay? Two different things. I remember doing a video on trading and I talked about active support and resistance and static support and resistance. What I mean by active and static is, I'm just going to end it here because I don't want to confuse you by saying support and resistance doesn't work, etc. What I mean is when you mark up try and find you a level like let me just have a quick look at the 5 minutes, okay? I'm just giving you an example here, right? Try and find you a losing setup, okay? Okay, here we go here, right? Here we go here. Let's just mark up this level just there, right? Now, what I mean by the support and resistance, or the areas that you shouldn't be buying and selling from, is this one here. If price is in a downtrend, okay, the worst thing you can do is sell. Or the worst thing you can do is buy here. That's the worst thing you can do because price is in a downtrend. Okay? So you don't want to buy in a downtrend. What I mean by support and resistance working is this. You will get a downtrend. You'll get a pullback. You'll get a downtrend. Right? Now this support line here got broken because obviously it's a downtrend. That's why I say selling here, buying there would be stupid because it would just get broken. Yes, you win some of them, but most of the time they'll get broken. But this here is a support and resistance here. This is a perfect opportunity to sell. So this support and resistance, you would sell from because you've got a break and retouch just there. This is with the trend. But down here, buying here, this is a downtrend. That's what you don't do. You wait until we retouch this level there, and then you sell it back down. Okay, so that's the difference between active and static, but I'm not going to cover about it. All I'm trying to say is just open your eyes. Okay, look to see what the chart's telling you. Okay, because most of the time it's telling you something, and you need to have the confidence to know what it's telling you. Okay, if you lose the trade, analyze. Where did I go wrong? So I'm going to leave that there. Hope you enjoyed today's video. My name is Jamie Palmer.